Hello and welcome to Gary's Scaries Halloween and Anniversary Celebration. This channel turns 2 on Halloween Day, and the top 10 scariest clips you're about to watch are exactly why I started this channel in the first place, to document all of those unexplainable things that were taking place at my late parents' home ever since we moved in back in 1976. So, let's jump right in with number 10. Wait, stop, cut! It's been a while since I've done one of these videos about the house, and I almost forgot to cheers the spirits with a spirit. So, happy Halloween, happy anniversary, cheers! One of my nephews and I, we were in the kitchen cooking, and we were talking about my mom, his grandma. We were standing by the oven when the overhead fan turned on by itself. Now look at this thing. You really have to push down on these metal switches for it to turn on. So when it turned on, my nephew and I kind of went silent, and then we looked at each other and I just reached up and I turned it off. But it really felt like my mom was saying, "I hear you talking about me." When I was about 12 years old, I wanted to make a video where I interviewed myself. So I had my cassette deck and I recorded all the questions I was going to ask, and then I left space in between, enough time for me to answer. One of the questions, I don't remember what it was exactly, but it was a yes or no answer. So when I played the tape back, I heard this deep no. I rushed that tape down to my mother, I played it for her, and she just kind of giggled and said, "Gary, how did you do that?" Finally, it dawned on her that I couldn't have done this because that voice was way too deep and my voice hadn't changed yet. Before I even knew what EVPs were, I had already captured one. I was laying in bed and the sheets underneath me started to pull, like someone was pulling them out from underneath me. And my dog Tabitha, she freaked out and she went running up behind me. So she was well aware that there was something going on that just wasn't quite right. I sat in bed and I was thinking, what would be the scariest thing that could happen right now? The first thing that came to my head was a knock from the inside of that closet. So as I thought this, I quickly started to record audio. And not 5 seconds into it, this happened. Do you hear that? Those are coyotes. I've never heard them so close before. Whoa. I thought that was just my camera, like, freaking out and trying to adjust on the lighting. But that's the actual kitchen window. Look, look. Oh, now I don't want to go in there. But I don't want to stay out here with these either. Tabitha went with me over to the house, and we were sitting in the basement. I was doing some writing, I think, and I thought I saw someone out the window. So I got up and I walked towards the window to take a look, and nobody was out there. That's when I heard something with claws running up beside me. Of course, I thought it was Tabitha, so I looked down to say something to her, and she wasn't there. She was still on the couch behind me. What was beside me, you couldn't see, but the carpet design was moving. So it was like there was something there that you were seeing through, and its movements were making the carpet look like it was moving. I turned around to run back to the couch to where Tabitha was, and time slowed down. It was like I was running through mud trying to get away from this thing until finally It's like I broke free, and then I was back there with her, and I grabbed her, and we left the basement. And what scares me more about this is my nephew's similar story.
I went to the bottom of the stairs, you know the shuffleboard sign?
Mm-hmm.
The scoreboard? It was like, I could see everything else perfectly, but there was just a little section of that shuffleboard sign that looked like it was underwater.
Ew.
Like waves. But when I went to go upstairs, I remember it took me so long to get to the top of the stairs.
I woke up around 3 a.m. and I heard a woman singing in the house. You couldn't make out the words. It was more like a humming melody. And it was traveling around the house. I got up and went to track it down. When I would catch up to the sound, it would flip and it would start coming from behind me. So I would turn around and I'd start following it the other way. I did this 2 or 3 times until it finally led me to the basement. And then that's where it stopped. The next day, my nephew came over to the house and I asked him, "So, have you experienced anything weird here lately?" And he proceeded to tell me about a singing woman that he had heard there a few nights prior.
Then Percy woke up and she started looking and growling towards the basement from the couch.
Towards the basement?
Yeah, and I looked at my phone, and it's 3 a.m. exactly, and she ran to the basement stairs and put her paw up, and I was like, "Percy, what is it?" And then right when I said that, I heard a woman singing. You couldn't hear the words.
No, it
was
sounded
just a
like...
melody, but she was like humming.
Yes.
Like,
Because
it wasn't scary at the time.
Exactly.
But now that I look back on it, like...
Oh my God, it was the same feeling.
It scares the shit out of me.
Following a night of paranormal investigating at the house on my own, I found that I could not sleep that night because of this horrible burning sensation on the calf of my leg. The same leg, in fact, that I was getting all these goosebumps and chills on it earlier that night. When I woke up, I saw all these scratches on it. I was wearing jeans and high socks during the whole investigation, so there's no way this would have even happened without me knowing it. Oh, hey, my new socks. Before I reveal the number 1 scariest moment at my haunted childhood home, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel because there are more Halloween and anniversary celebrations coming up. Now here's my number 1 scariest moment so far at my haunted childhood home. Hello? Kim? Is there anybody here with me? Oh my gosh. John is? Is there anybody here with me? Oh my gosh. John is? Is there anybody I know here? Is there anybody I know here? Is there anybody I know here? And that right there is when we stop. That's all we have for you tonight. Come back for some more Halloween and anniversary celebrations all month long here on Gary's Scaries. Until then, typically I'd say boo right here, but let's end this with some funny scares. All right, so tonight I'm going to start at 3 a.m. So I just... God damn it! Scared by my own shadow. I'm shaking. I just saw a freaking shadow figure over there and it scared me so much I just bit my tongue. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's my face. It is my face giving a reflection, and there's the one that's recording. This was behind me and turned on. I think I've had enough for tonight. I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Put on the stove.